Okay. Live. This is the High Fruit Lifestyle live. Talking about super meat tonight. While we're waiting for people to show up, talk about super meat. Let's rock. This is the High Fruit Lifestyle. We're live. Talking about super meat. Post a comment. Well, I rock. Super meat. So we got a new viewer here. this is interesting. Is Don't Interrupt Daddy. Okay, here's the website for Super Meat. Let's take a look here. Stop animal suffering. That sounds good at first. I think Freelee is just too focused on that. It's just emotionally involved in that, too emotionally focused, that she might not be looking at the big picture. Here it says, most of the world eats meat and wants to eat more of it. Well, I don't agree. I think we should say that half the world eats meat, and most of those people eat very little meat. Americans are made to want more of it. For one thing, they're starving themselves, and then you want the highest calorie foods. And that's meat. I think that's why people want meat so much, because the taste buds can recognize high calories. Oh, look at this next sentence. Kind of jumps the gun on what I wanted to get into. What if there was a way to let people eat meat without harming animals? That's what we're working on. By the way, this company, I guess it's called Super Meat, they're vegans who founded this company. And here they are. We're the ones who can do it. What this would do, this would trump the whole movement of veganism, and it would keep people eating meat, which then you got to bring up the topic of health. What about human health? Humans are suffering too, and a lot of people criticize Freelee for not focusing on humans enough. What is this all about? There's that kind of comment. Okay, what this is about is, I got to catch people up here on Super Meat. Oh yeah, we haven't covered what super meat is yet. Okay, I'll do that next. It's the ideology that needs to be challenged, not give people excuses to keep doing pathologically stupid behavior. Right. We're trying to make a fundamental difference. And I think that's the difference we can make. I don't think the super meat's going to work. Now let's get into what super meat is. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. Well, I could have been switching back to me while I was reading comments. Yeah, I'm going to get better at this. Now we're going back to the website. Okay. Okay, really real meat. Really? Cultured in a replicated environment. Grown in a completely different method than other cultured meats. Taste exactly the same. Now I got to stop them right there because they don't know yet. Because it's going to be 5 years before this meat is available. They're still in the research. Oh, it says no animals harmed. That's not true either. Although it's very little. Let's see. Okay. Frequently asked questions. What is cultured meat? It's made from animal cells without the use of animals themselves. The final outcome is an all-purpose meat. The production of cultured meat begins by incubating stem cells in a media that is rich in nutrients. They're going to grow meat. Those muscle and fat tissue are created, and together they compose the meat in which we're all familiar. Supposedly, it is biologically the same as the meat that comes from animals. Interesting, the next sentence here. Our products will be non-GMO. It's interesting because this reminds me of the GMO debate. You know what I'm getting at there? I'm going back to the comments here. Yes, it does sound disgusting. Of course, vegans think any meat is disgusting. But I think if people read that, if meat eaters read that, they would be turned off. Yeah. Let's see. Meat eaters won't eat this shit, honestly. Now see, you have cut to the chase. It's like GMOs. In another way, there's two connections there. People don't want GMOs because it sounds strange. And people aren't going to want to just change. They want things the way they've always been. Here's the deal, so I don't have to read through the whole website. They're doing research on this, how to do it. It's not going to be ready for 5 years. Well, there's a variable there, something we don't really know is going to really happen. But why Freelee made that video saying support it? She's not saying support this by buying it because it's not available. She's saying, I didn't watch the video, but I assume she's saying to support it, they are taking donations on this super meat research. So, should we really be putting our money into this company in which there's a lot of questions and variables, when we already have cultured meat of a different kind, and we also have fake meat. That's a frequently asked question we're going to get to, which they answer. I haven't seen their answer yet, but I think you know, fake meat is not gross at all because it's just plant foods that everybody eats anyway. A lot of comments coming in here. Now that I've gotten to the video, I'm going to look through some of these comments. Okay. That's another concern. They're already telling fibs. Yeah, see, they're a business, and you got to watch out for that. I think they're focused a lot on the money. Of course they're going to be, I'd say, because think about this. If this should happen to take off, those 8 people there will get stupid rich if it takes off. So they may lie. How can we be sure they're telling the truth on everything else? Like that this is even going to work? Should we be putting our money, and money's power, into this one company that would give people an excuse to eat meat? Or should we put our money into what we're already doing, instead of leasing out Ferraris to get views? Yeah. We should be putting our efforts into things like what I'm doing. I'm putting in effort here. This is a full-time job for me. I'm putting in the effort. I've even put in money. I've even advertised my own videos. Now, if everybody put in a little money, we could get noticed here. Because this is really the answer. I was reading some comments recently. People have this impression that they can't be satisfied without meat. But that is false. And I'm here ready to teach it. But people aren't watching me. People need to be taught something. We still have a healthcare crisis going on. This microphone, by the way. We got a healthcare crisis going on here. I was just reading You Now and their rules that said you can't imitate anyone who's also on You Now. But we're not on You Now. So it's okay. Okay, I'm going to read some more comments. Another person who says this sounds disgusting. But are you just a vegan? I would have no desire to eat this. Correct. I don't even like fake meat, as I don't want to eat anything that's designed to taste like something I'm morally opposed to eating. Yes, but remember, this product isn't for vegans. Right, it's for people who eat meat. We're expecting them to switch over from meat to super meat. Sing the Get Upset song. What do you think? Well, I don't know if I want to debut it here right now. And it would be a cappella. I don't have the guitar part yet. It's just an idea. Let me think of it. See, sing that song. Let's see. See, people just need to learn. And the word is getting out. Yeah, just when the word vegan is actually going mainstream. I heard it again on TV recently. Basically, everyone knows this word now. I think we have a real chance. We have the answer. What if super meat causes cancer? Right again, jumping the gun. See, they say just like GMOs. This is how it's like GMOs. They say, what did they say? Let's see here. They say it's biologically the same as meat. See, this has always been my problem with GMOs. They say that it's exactly the same. Well, it's not. And I didn't need those studies to tell me that, because if it's, it can't be exactly the same if it's manipulated and altered from its natural state. It's not going to turn out the same. And which leads me to, there's another question that they answer on their site. What does the meat taste like? They say it's exactly the same meat that we know. No. Therefore, it will taste the same. See? Will taste the same. See, they don't know because it doesn't exist yet. They're saying it will taste. It should taste the same because it's the same. That's bull crap. It contains the same tissues, muscle, fat, yada yada, as farm meat, and it will be biologically identical. Now this is false, but this is really a small issue. Of course, Spoorin comes in here and says, of course it causes cancer, and I can finish your post without reading it. Because it's exactly the same as meat. That's good. That's good. Now I'll read here. Cooking anything at high temperatures in an oil makes those numbers from the RDA are doubled to cover the rare person who doesn't absorb protein very well. You only need about 40 grams of protein a day. Yeah, I think you should be able to hit, the RDAs. How many calories are you eating? Yep, you don't need to worry about protein. That's for sure. Yeah, a big deal is made about protein. People are taught to make a big deal because of the protein propaganda that's put out there. And guess who puts out that propaganda? My aim is 100 grams of protein, which is high. I am going to lower it to 80. Are you trying to gain muscle? Pumping iron? Oh, and yeah, if you're on MyFitnessPal, you're probably exercising, and you've probably heard that protein helps in weight loss. It helps you keep thin. And that's kind of a half-truth or myth. Right. Yeah, microphone like Dr. Evil. That's what I was doing before. I don't know what that is. It looks like he's holding some baseball. 100 grams is too much protein. Too much. That's right. It may not hurt you, but that's calories. You want to be getting your calories in the form of carbohydrates mostly. Protein is overrated. A lot of things are said. Like Dr. Oz is always promoting. He makes people worry about protein. Meat has the potential to benefit public health in various areas. Reducing bacterial resistance. Oh, yeah. Reduced fat. Yeah, increased hygiene. But it could bring on new problems. Other questions. Yeah, why would people want to eat this? There's already meat alternatives. Vegan alternatives. Why do we need cultured meat? I'm reading this for the first time. Cultured meat is meat, while meat alternatives aren't. So they're trying to turn this on us. Well, I could argue that. They have just as much chance getting meat eaters to do what they want as I've got getting them to go vegan. If they're eating that stuff, they're going to have the same problems. They're still going to be trying to calorie restrict and doing all this stuff that doesn't work, and being unhealthy, have low energy. But I have the solution. It's right here. This is the solution, to be eating fruits, vegetables, and grains. It works because it's the right way to go. Echo. I just can't keep a straight face while I'm imitating people. Website. Okay. While meat substitutes are great, there are no vegan products with the ability to fully mimic burger steaks. Now here I think they're just trying to sell their product. They're cash cow. Here you can see they're focused on being financially successful. Let's see, here they say that fake meat is more expensive than meat products. Well, that's only probably, that can only be because not many people buy it. But the price could go way down once it gets popular enough. And the super meat stuff is going to be real expensive at first too. And here they're lying again. Report us on. Funded with. Anyway, they want you to donate. And they want everybody. Okay, we're done with that site. So they want every vegan out there to put all their money into this, having no money left over for other things. And this might not work out. This could bankrupt the vegan movement. What do you think about that? Back to the comments. I got inspired to make this video because check out what I saw here. Check this out. On the 30 Bananas a Day site, please help me get this message to Freelee. Super meat is not okay. It's interesting here, first of all, that people say that Harley and Freelee delete all their opposition. Well, lately they've been deleting more than usual, as you can imagine. I'm getting sick of that stuff. But here, this post has been up here for a month, and they haven't gotten rid of it. Now, sure, it's true. Another thing people may not know, that I happen to know, is Harley and Freelee don't spend much time on their website anymore. Almost none. I saw Harley here recently, but Freelee, I don't know if she ever comes here anymore. It seems like they've put other people in charge of this website to run it, so they can focus on traveling and renting Ferraris to troll people in their videos. And I think they're doing something else. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, back to this thing here. It's been up here, sitting here for a month. I'm asking you to help me get this message to Freelee and as many vegans as possible. We posted a video supporting this campaign. If you read this freely, know that I'm not against you. I believe that you may not see the error in supporting this. First of all, this is not a vegan product. This brings up an interesting thing here. See, for many years, Harley and Freelee were against anything not vegan. Inside, yeah, listen to this. It's a private device. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's not. They're all saying they got strict rules on this website. No promoting of anything that's not vegan. And now here's Freelee. Well, it wasn't actually on her website. It was on YouTube where she said that. On a similar note, they don't allow any cursing on this website. It's okay on YouTube, but there's legitimate reasons for that. We don't hear you or Yurovsky telling people to support free-range dairy farms just because they cause less harm. And remember, it was during Ryder where I learned that free range and all that stuff isn't as good as they make it sound. We cannot support that either. Oh, the H word's coming up here. But yet you are telling people to support this government with this super... I'm sitting a little far back from the computer. The super meat campaign, because it causes less suffering. It really seems hypocritical to me. I believe you mean well, but I believe that we can actually, if we think about this, we will realize it doesn't make sense for vegans to support it. There's already an alternative. It's called veganism. Really, I've never relied on fake meat. I've eaten almost none of that. I don't need it. I hardly need cooked food. I don't even need much fat. There's no need for most of the stuff people need. People will see that when they do that. See, and she points out, if millions of people start eating this super meat, it'll give people more of a reason not to go vegan, which is really where we need to end up. This will make people feel more secure with their decision to eat meat. Sounds like a good post here, doesn't it? And it will do nothing to end the suffering and injustice in the dairy or meat industries. Yeah, that's another thing. If people cross meat guilt off their list and make it more unlikely they'll give up dairy, your message has always been to abolish the practice altogether. So why are you changing your message now? And another thing is that she never really promoted fake meat much. She only switched. There was a point where you couldn't even talk about cooked food on this website. Then they changed that when they realized, well, you're not going to get everyone to go fruitarian. But this is going way too far. She skipped fake meat. Rice cream, wheat balls. This is not way too early to be jumping on the bandwagon of something we don't know even fully yet understand. When signing up for this website, it says the following: nor do we allow endorsement of non-vegan items and practices which involve the imprisonment, exploitation, abuse, or murder of sentient beings. I feel that this super meat campaign is the newest and most deceptive humane meat lie there's ever been. Ooh, I didn't read this part. It is so deceptive that even vegans are supporting it. So there's people out there, on a different note, there's people out there that say the 30 bananas a day is filled with a whole bunch of crazy people. It's all a bunch of hate. And I've known for a long time that's the opposite of the truth. And in this discussion, you'll find a lot of serious, intelligent discussion. But you won't find attacks, name-calling. Actually, one of the few places where you don't find that. Yeah, that's interesting, to actually ask people to donate money. Doesn't that sound familiar? Of course, Harley hasn't weighed in on this issue yet. If we donated to the vegan cause, we would boost it into the minds of the world. We got to be doing that. Oh, here's a. Oh, first, I want to get back to the comments. Let's see. I'm still holding the tomato. Comments. Where's the comment, man? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Okay, what made me go vegan was just I had health problems, and so I started doing reading on health and found the right stuff that says animal products are the least healthy thing people eat. So I started cutting back on it. And 2 years later, I just wasn't eating any anymore. Yes, it's a tomato. I am a half fruitarian. Yep. And yeah. So mostly fruit. I try to make it at least half of the calories from fruit. Is there really a difference? What do you mean? Okay, now I guess we're going to wrap this up here. I got one more thing to say. There's a comment I read somewhere that said, I've noticed a lot of vegans actually saying they would eat this super meat crab. Even if it was ethical, we are not supposed to be the example. Wait, are we not supposed to be the example to the rest of the world? Human beings are not flesh eaters. It is not normal or natural to eat the flesh of another being for humans to do that. We have a choice, and we're here to make the right choice. I'm here to show people the right choice. Why? Yeah, see, even a lot of vegans would eat it. And like I said before, the only reason for eating meat is to get calories in. And this is where a lot of vegans still need an education. Just because they went vegan doesn't mean they understand how to be vegan, how to stay vegan. And people like Unnatural Vegan, they are not helping. Just her name doesn't help. Thanks for watching. That'll do it. That'll do it. For people not watching live, you can still do all the usual stuff, like post a comment, I think. You can share it and subscribe. Thanks for watching.